13th of October, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Breakfast.
Okay, very good. Make good use of the time.
Yes, I did.
Hey, good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst, Yeshiva Tzalman Yerushalayim Kibbutz of Zoom. We're learning at our second shir, Mishnah Berura, at the very beginning of the second volume of the Mishnah Berura in Simin Tov Kuf Ches. We are now in, just in the middle of Sif Bays, right? That when they're being called up to the Duch and the Kohanim. Let's just review, Mayor, if you don't mind, Sif Bays, and we'll pick up with the Mishnah Berura where we left off.
Okay, so let me just backtrack here.
Sure.
Okay, so Sif Bet. That's called Kohen. She'ein bo echad hadvarim ha'me'achvim imeno ole l'duchan. Okay, so let's see what that is. So any Kohen who does not, can we call being like an impediment or something? He doesn't have a something to prevent him from duchening. Okay. If he doesn't go up to duchan, afal pi shebitel mitzvat aseh achad. Okay, so he sort of nullifies one positive commandment. Harei zeh k'over bishlosh aseh. This is actually transgressing three assays. In Haya b'veit haKnesset, if he's in the shul, shekorei kohanim. So when they call for the kohanim, im amru lo la'alot, or he doesn't. When they say for him to go up, or litol yadav, and he doesn't raise his hands, doesn't actually do the Nesiyat Kapayim.
Isn't that wash his hands?
Litol is wash. Oh, maybe you're right. I always get that confused. You're right, because we say Netilat Yadayim, but I think it's raising your hands. You raise your hands a little bit, shake the water off, I think.
Uh-huh.
But I guess we'll have to look that up.
Talking about reasons why he should go up. One of them is that they wash the hands.
Yeah.
He's not participating.
Excuse me, Luke, could you say that again?
I'm trying to understand. I think it's giving us reasons why the Kohen should go up. And there's three of them, and that's why there's three Averas.
Right.
And the last one is that he doesn't participate in washing the hands.
Right. One sec. It was breaking up. Just if you could repeat your statement again, Lou, I'm sorry.
The last one is litol yadav.
Right.
And I'm thinking that means to wash the hands.
Right. meaning meaning if the Kohen is in the base Knesset, right, and they called him up, they called out Kohanim, they gave out that announcement Kohanim, or someone told the Kohen to go up, or he had washed his hands, right? So in that case, if he was there at that time under those circumstances and he doesn't go up, then he's mevato 3 mitzvahs aseh. He's over an aseh, and he's mevato 3 others, and that's the circumstance they're talking about.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, so he's aseh on 3. Okay.
Right. So so we're in the middle here in Mr. Brewer in Sif Cotton Tet. They could Shakora Kohanim. They called up. They announced Kohanim, which is the announcement for the Kohanim to arise and prepare themselves to bless the congregation.
Okay, so let's see. So it says Shikorei Kohanim. So they call up the Kohanim. The Vilav Hacheino Ole Over. Oh, so if he doesn't go up, he commits a transgression, I guess.
Right.
Dictive amor lahem, as it says, they should say to them, or he should say to them.
Right.
U mi targimin kad yemrun lahom.
The targum of that is kad yemrun lahoin.
Okay, so kad is a pitcher.
So it is. Kad means in this case, so it shall be said to them. So it should be said to them.
Oh, okay. The hu kriat kohanim she'anu omrin the ein lekame b'sif cotton yud. Okay.
That'll be coming up.
Okay, so that's going to come up in Sif Yud. Okay.
Sif
Cotton Yud, right. The Katava Magen Avraham, and the Magen Avraham wrote, Vidavka Sha'akar Raglav Avoda. And Davka specifically.
That's specifically that's specifically if they started, they moved out of their place when they got to the bracha of avoda.
Oh, you have to stand right there when you're up there. Right. Okay. Aval imlo akar raglav eino rashai la'alot. Okay.
If he hadn't moved out of his place, he's not allowed to go up.
Oh.
We'll have to see. Kaimon the Sifchas, as we'll see in Sifchas.
That's interesting.
Requirement. If you want, take a look at we'll just look at the Mechaber. Look at the Mechaber in Sifchas. Once turn the page, you'll get to it there.
Okay, so Het. Kashe matchil shliach tzibor ritzeh. So when the shliach tzibor begins the prayer ritzeh, kol kohen shebevei knesset ne'ekar mikomo. la'alot l'dukan. So all the Kohanim in the shul, ne'ekar.
Na'akar literally means to uproot.
Oh, right. So he leaves his makom, his where he's davening to go up to Duchen.
Right.
Okay. V'afim lo yagia sham ad siyem shliach tzibor ritzei shapir dami. And if he doesn't arrive at that place there until the shliach tzibor finishes ritzei shapir dami, that's also okay.
It's also okay, right? So he doesn't. As long as he starts moving, that's okay. Even if he doesn't get there by the time the shot's finished, let's say.
So sometimes some of the Kohanim in my shul are just finishing washing their hands when they get to Ritzeh. It's
Right.
a difficult
Right.
situation.
That-
Okay, just to finish this, Aval, Imlo Akar Raglav Ritzeh, Shuvlo Ya'aleh. But if he doesn't move his feet at Ritzeh, again, he doesn't go up.
Furthermore, he shouldn't go more. From that point onward, he should not go up. That'll be a big problem. When we'll get to that, we'll see. So it's absolutely necessary that the Kohen moves when the shots begins the Birchas Avoda. You should start moving towards his positioning to go to Duchen. At the time when the Ritzeh is finished, so he's going to be stuck. He's not going to be able to go up, and they've called him up, and he's going to be he's got problems of being mavatolis here. He's got difficulties here.
That's interesting. So I wonder if he's not prepared to go up for Ritzeh, would he be allowed to leave the shul? So he's not there while they're duchening.
Right. That's going to be a big question. What should he do? And he's in a paradox, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really. It's a dilemma.
Right. But we'll see. We'll get to that slowly and surely, Mr. Chef.
Okay, so we should go back to Tetnem.
Right. Let's go back to 10.
Okay, so we said ayin the sif cotton yud and okay, so the Magain Avraham v'dav kasha akar raglav avoda aval im lo akar raglav eino rashai la'alot. Oh, so Magain Avraham says if basically it seems if he doesn't move his feet for the avoda aval im lo, but he should leave his place for the avoda. But if he doesn't have the Rashai, I guess, permission to go up.
Right.
As we saw in Chet. Okay. The Af, the Hachazan Kara Kohanim, and when the Chazan calls out Kohanim,
Even if the Chazan already called out Kohanim.
Oh, okay. Even if he does.
Yeah, you notice that the Mishna Berura now calls him the Chazan. In yesterday we saw that he was called the shots, right?
Right.
The shots. He called them the shots, and here he's calling the Chazan. That's also not the Gabbai, right? The Chazan is also the shots, right? But he's calling. But so I'm not sure. I have to check and see. I'll see. I ask around. Could be that maybe it was the one point the Chazan would actually call out the Kohen, not the Gabbai. We'll see. We'll have to see. We're going to get to that further on.
Okay. So let's see the Chazan. Okay. Oh, she'amar lo b'perush la'alot. Or he said to him, someone said to him, an explanation to go up.
Right.
Eino over ba'aseh. So there he does not transgress an aseh.
Oh, so that's actually the answer to one of our questions. He said, as long as they didn't move from their place, even if they called him to go up, right? And if they specifically told him to go up, as long as he hasn't moved his feet, he's not over ba'aseh.
Okay,
Well,
that's
I'm not following. What's the situation?
Situation, they called him to go up to Deuchen, and he hasn't moved. He's not moving from his spot. He's not moving.
Right.
So according to this opinion, he's not over ba'aseh. He's not going to do it. This coin is not going to do it. So according to this opinion, since he did not move his feet from his place, he's not over ba'aseh. But we're going to see there's a machlokas about this.
Also, there's a complication when the Shliat Tzibur is a Kohen.
Yeah, okay, that's we'll be specific.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get all of we'll get one thing. Right.
Yeah.
you're right. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, because you typically don't see that in the United States, but here you do sometimes.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes the coin will have yort site, so he wants to daven from the Amud. Right.
Right. That's
Right.
true.
In the States, when it's usually only on Yom Tov that they're dukening, so you don't usually have such a case where coin's going to specifically take the Amud.
Right. Okay. V'ha Elia Rabba Hevi B'Shem Teshuvat Maharam means She Mistapek Bazeh. So the Elia Rabba brings in the name of the answer of Maharam Mins.
Right.
Shet Mistapek that he
has doubts about this.
Doubts about it.
Whether the coin, if he hasn't moved uprooted moved his feet, whether he's going to be over the Aseh or not. He's mistopic to that.
Okay. De'ulai ba'ofen zeh mechuyav la'alot. Perhaps in this way he is obligated to go up.
Right.
Al kain yesh lizaher shelo yihiyot az beveit haKnesset kidei shelo yavot lazeh. Oh. So therefore, he should be careful. He's not here, shalom, not to be in the Beit Knesset, in the shul, so that he doesn't, I guess, have to go up for this.
Right, or he shouldn't be involved with the Bittul Aseh.
Right. Uvilav hachi yesh la'asot kain mishum shelo yomru alav shehu pagum uvilav. And what the negative commandment?
Even without this,
Oh,
he should still leave, right? Meaning, even if it's not a question whether or not he's going to be over the Aseh or not, in the event, he should still leave. Why? Mishum.
okay, because shelo yomru alav hu pagum. For they didn't say about him that he has a blemish.
Right, because they'll wonder why isn't this coin not going up? He must have some.
He must have a blemish, pagum.
Yeah.
Okay. Demi yada shelo akar raglav kitzat ba'avodah. So that who knows that shelo akar raglav, that he doesn't move his feet, it's a little, for the avoda.
Right, nobody really knows if he moved his feet to go up for the avoda or not. So therefore, so that they don't know. So people might suspect him of having pagam. So it's better he just leaves the base Knesset. For some reason, it can't go up, and they called him a rat. Sifkat and Yud, all Malay. They said to him specifically. They didn't call out Coney, but they told him to go up.
Okay. Ze ka'e gam kain b'shehaya b'veit ha'knesset v'lo she'amru lo bachutz. So let's see, ze ka'e. I'm not sure what that is. That also he's in the
Right. In this situation, he's also a similar situation. He's in the base Knesset, and they told him to go up.
when they told him to go up. Okay. And they didn't tell him to go outside, I guess.
Right.
Oh, that's interesting. Rak Diva HaMechaber Lehorot Lanu De'ein Nafka Mina Badin Ben Tevat Kohanim Shekorei HaChazan Biklal Lecho HaKohanim. Okay, so only Diva that
There's no Bain Tavis. There's the word Kohanim is not any different than if they just tell him to go up.
So Shekorei HaChazan Biklal Lecho HaKohanim. So when the Chazan calls out in general for all the Kohanim.
Except if there's only one.
I've had different opinions of that. I've been in a shul where someone just yells out Kohen, meaning one.
Yeah.
And I've been in shuls where they don't say anything and you just start the blessing.
Right.
By yourself.
That's the way we do it. They don't call out anything.
Right. That's it.
Okay. That's probably the more prevalent situation. Okay,
well, you can bring it up at the next Kohanim convention.
Yeah.
I think it's in St. Louis, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've only been to St. Louis once. So.
Well, that's enough.
Okay. Okay. Osha Amrulo Biprat La'alot, or if they say to him, privately to go up. Oh, so they say, it's time to get up there. Okay. Oh, Bima She'amar Lo Hashofech Mayim Litol Yadav. Oh, or Bima She'amru, that what he says to him, or one says to him to shofek, to pour water to wash his hands.
Yeah, when is that time? What are they saying now? When is this water being poured?
There's no specific time. Anytime after Kedusha, really.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying, but if they're calling the Kohanim to go up, doesn't that mean they have already washed or been washed?
Yeah, I mean, in general, it's wise, especially if a fair amount of Kohanim to do it. It takes a few minutes to wash. And also, if it depends where the sink is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the water is.
And how many Levium you have,
Yeah. I know that in Das Yiraim, that for Yom Tif, they would, if I'm not mistaken, they had one. They actually had a podium on wheels that had a silver basin in it, and they had a pitcher with water, large pitcher with water. I think they may have had, I'm not sure if they had two. They definitely had one. And they would reel this in then for Yom Tif, because it was in Chutzlaritz. They'd reel this in Yom Tif, and they would bring it right up to the front of the Duchen. And Kohen would line up and wash their hands right there in the middle, in the front of the Beit Knesset there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
At what point did they do that?
Again, I don't remember specifically, but they did it in time enough that everyone would be ready to go when the shots got to. But again, when it's with Yontif, it's not so hard because you have a Shabbos is a little bit shorter, but Musaf on Yontif is a fairly long davening because also shots. So they usually have plenty of time.
So, I mean, I mean, it sounds like at the time, based on what we've learned so far, at the time that they call out Kohanim, that they have already washed.
Yeah, again, it all depends. If there's only one Kohen, then it's not possible. If there's, then it is possible. But it all depends. It's practical situation.
Because it's in my shul, it's a mad rush. You know, they after Kedusha, you know, all the Kohanim line up. We have to wash them, and then you know, the run. You know, that's why I hold that the kids, you know, the kids of the Kohanim should not participate because they complicate the situation. You know, one Kohen can come with 4 kids, so you're washing 32 people for 4 Kohanim.
Right.
You know, who are actually going to be, you know, who you're actually getting the bracha from. You're not getting anything from a 4-year-old, 8-year-old.
Right. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see. They'll
Yeah,
talk
that's
about what
cleanup too for the young kids.
What did you do, Mayor, with your son when he was younger? You took him up?
That's a good question. Trying to think where we were. No, I don't think I took him up.
Mhm.
No. I don't think he came up till his bar mitzvah. When he,
Right. I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't say anything in shul. I don't complain about it. It just that it.
that's wise. That's wise. Don't make.
Yeah, no, I never. No. That's the worst thing you can do. It's the whole thing. Then you got the whole machlokas about this and who.
I hear.
We ran out overtime, so we'll have to stop.
Oh.
We'll continue this tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Well, everyone should
Okay.
have a great day.
Okay.
and,
Be well.
continue tomorrow. I mean, should all be well.
Shkaya,
Shalom.
shkaya.
Be safe.
Okay, bye now. Okay.
A good day, Mayor.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a little breakfast before Rabbi Levitt's class. I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, yay. All right. Well, I just ate while I was in the share.
Okay.